Hello, ISDS 2000 Business Statistics students. This is a message to several different sections. The traditional on-ground 101, which is Monday, Wednesday, 102, which is Tuesday, Thursday, 152, which is Tuesday night, but also the split section, that's Monday night, and the online section. I wanted to touch base with you because this week homework is due, okay, so be aware of that. You have your specific class schedule and you have a handout of that if you are come to campus and meet the bright pink schedule. But even in the online environment and as a convenience to you, you can always see those due dates in the pause Dropbox when you click on that Dropbox link, and also in the pause quizzes. Remember, you click on the links that go across the top to keep track of those due dates. So make sure that you are ready to submit. That's why I have my submit button going. Make sure that you're wrapping up all that work this week so that you're done with it. Now, I don't have listed on here, maybe I'll do that right quick. Don't forget learning projects, right? Okay, now the learning projects are a little different in the different class sections, but you know that you have your specific assignment instructions, you have your schedule, and be watching those so that you are ready to submit those by their due date. The real thing that I wanted to talk to you about is exam number 2, and this is always a good time for me just to touch base with you so that you know what you need to know. So to do that, I'm going to jump over here to pause, and it doesn't matter what section you're in. You can come over here to the content link. Click on that. Remember that you can collapse some of these. So that you can see we're done with exam number 1. You're working through chapter 5. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that for the moment because in the exam number 2 category there is a document that says what you need to know. In each class section you have your specific marching orders in this document. So I want you to open this up. This is a PDF file, an Adobe Acrobat file, and so it reminds you that this weekend is the exam. You need to make sure that you take it this weekend, and some of you know who I'm talking to. It's inexcusable for you to miss these deadlines, okay? You only have the one drop grade, okay? Remember that this is a transitionary exam because we're in a transitionary chapter. So we're going to test on chapter 5 only. You know better than to cheat, so I don't need to touch base on that. You all did very well this last time, and I appreciate that. This exam, like the one before it, is 50 points. Also, like the one before it, it's in Connect. You can take it only one time. It's also 5 questions, 10 points each, 90 minutes for the entire exam. So you're kind of going to be familiar with the format this time because you've done it once before. Remember that I do delay your score until 5 days after the exam so that you can go back and see how you were graded and make sure that everything is as you expect it to be. There is complete detailed and grading and partial credit. Now, if you continue on to page 2 of this, this is a reminder about some of your due dates, Connect, and don't forget the extra credit as well as your learning project. So be sure to take a look at that. So that's it. It's just a little short message today. And oops, let me get out of this here, and I'm trying to flip back around because that's it. And if you have any questions, you know that you can email me and talk to me online. Oh, remember that in your what you need to know packet, you see here I have some files on my desk that talk about instructions. Those are already out there, and they're just there's a security setting on it right now, but on Friday morning when the exam becomes available, you will be able to go back to this content link because remember the exams are password protected, and you will see right here Friday morning at 5 a.m. a document that contains the exam password. Many of you were emailing me, what's the password, what's the password? Well, if I see you in class, it was on a handout. If you're an online student, remember I did forewarn you last time that this is where it occurs. So same thing this time. You're just going to come here to this exam to category, and then you're going to cull out 90 minutes of your time and just really get focused, be on a very stable computer. Consider coming to the campus, sitting in a quiet library space. Do whatever works best for you, but the most important thing is do your best and create an environment where you over the course of that weekend will do your best. One final warning: many of you waited until Sunday night despite my warnings, and actually several of you experienced problems. So if I could just remind you one more time, um, do it Friday if you can. Take the exam. Do it Saturday morning if you can. When you wait until Sunday night, there is a point where I'm going to shut down and you might still be working, but if you don't have all your work submitted by the due date, the system will lock you out. And so you need to be done well in advance of the due date. Okay, I wish you luck. If you have questions as you work throughout this weekend, don't save your homework for Thursday when it's due. Those marathon sessions are going to not work out for you this time. So make sure that that homework is done. You know, be finishing on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, because remember you have 3 different parts to the Chapter 5 exam. So make sure you finish all 3 parts in Connect for Chapter 5. Just as long as I've got you on the hook here, 3 parts: Chapter 5 Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. So you have a lot of work. You must be finished with all 3 of those parts by Thursday in preparation for the exam. Remember that as you're working on this homework, you are studying for the real live exam, which, as you know now, comes directly from these sections. Great luck to you. You're going to do great. Keep going. And if you have questions with your homework, send me an email. Thanks. Bye.